Yes, y'all, you know what it is. It's them kids and wives and 925s, but we are still married to the games. Oh yes, 063. It's your boy Gabriel Pattillo with Tim Router and Timothy Hall, of course. And as always, we are talking games and life and games. Thank you guys so much for being here. It's incredible that you're here. It's Thanksgiving week. And let me kick the show off by saying we are thankful for y'all. Thank you for listening. Thank you for your constant support. Thank you for the community that you guys have created around this show. It really is incredible. And we are so humbled and excited that this little thing has grown the way it has. It's awesome. It's awesome to getting to know you guys. It's awesome getting to know the two Tims better. And we loving it, baby. Married to the game, 063. Kicking things off. Mr. Router.
I'm just doing this for the money. Screw the Thanksgiving, man. I'm just doing this for the money. I'm kidding. All good. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. I love this time of year. It's it's the kickoff to the holidays, and it's always just fun to just be able to chill out for a couple days and relax. So I'm super excited. Doing well. Good week. I'm back on my shots. I took like a 3 to 4 week hiatus on the shots because I was having, I had said in 2 podcasts ago that I was having some breathing, some respiratory trouble, and they don't like to give you shots when you are wheezing already because they're continuing to give you something that your body's allergic to. So they're afraid of adverse effects on that. So I had to kind of lay low for a little bit, but I'm back in action.
Nice.
Got my shots. I got my shots Friday, and then to kind of make up for it, I got my shots yesterday too. So I'm just getting stuck everywhere, but it's all good.
That's
so
incredible.
Feeling so much better and feeling good. Work's going well. Family's doing great. We're for Thanksgiving, my mother-in-law and father-in-law, who live right up the street, they are hosting Thanksgiving this year. Their first time in Tennessee.
That's right.
So it's going to be great. We're going to eat all kinds of great food, and so it's going to be a lot of fun. Let's see. So that's for my life. It's kind of boring, but gaming life has just been awesome because I am just in the throes of AC4.
Yes, sir.
And
now.
I am so excited about this game. It really is my favorite game of the series, and I am doing absolutely everything. I think I've made the decision that I'm going to try and platinum it.
Wow.
That's how much I like it. So I don't know. I'm looking up like just what all I've done a lot of stuff already, but like once I complete everything that I think I've completed, I need to just double check and make sure that I've got everything. And I think what is it, like ps3trophies.com or something like that has a listing of everything that you need to get. But I'm almost there. I mean, I'm 60% through. I haven't done all of the main missions because I'm doing all these different side missions and just gaining so much loot and so much money and building my fleet, and it's just so much fun. This game is just awesome. So I'm like in heaven right now.
That's great.
Yeah, I wake up and I'm like, oh, cool. Let's see what I usually when I stop playing, I usually try and stop at a point where, okay, I'm like, when I pick it back up, I'm ready to go to the next thing. Like I've got everything where I need to be. So it's so good, guys. You guys got to pick it up. And I'm sure it's beautiful on a PS4 too.
Oh yes.
I think I'm going to wait for next gen to get that one.
This isn't necessarily news, even though I wrote it down, but just on that point, next gen is officially at Redbox. So I think I'm going to try to pick it up and check it out. Yeah.
There you go. That's awesome. Holy cow. They'd wasted no time.
I know. I was really surprised. Me and my wife, sometimes like we'll go out to dinner and be sitting there and I'm like, man, let's just look at Redbox and see if there's something we can't pass up that we don't know is hit. And,
yeah.
Cause I started out, it's sweet. I'm like, let's watch a movie together tonight. And I was like, ooh, Assassin's Creed 4 is on PS4 and Redbox.
And Jenny's like locking that down. She's like, no
downstairs
way.
By herself with a tub of ice cream. I'm upstairs.
You're upstairs with your elites.
Yeah,
all
exactly.
Geeking out.
Exactly. I'm like, here, I bought you this cat. Go be by yourself downstairs.
Poor Jenny. Oh, that's so great.
I didn't pick it up though. I didn't pick it up. I'm not that bad a husband.
Nice. Yeah, just it is a massive game. It really is. I didn't expect it to be this large because there are just so many things to do. Like when you're in a port, there's a ton of things to do. You can do your assassin missions. Then there's all these little side things that you can do. It's a big game. And I was telling Gabe this the other day. There's a lot of. I have a feeling like the same team that was working on Far Cry 3 was working on this too, because that would make sense because they're probably working on it around the same time. But there's a few little things that I picked up. Like, for instance, you're in like a fortress area, and there's bells that you can disarm and sabotage, kind of like how you did in Far Cry 3 with the forts.
Mm-hmm.
And you would get extra money or extra XP if you sabotage those before actually completing the mission. So yeah, there's a lot of little Far Cry 3 throwbacks too, which I thought was pretty cool. But yeah, this is a great game, and I highly recommend it. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, man.
Especially coming off your disappointment of AC3. I'm so glad that you're loving this one so much.
Me too. And one of the things I was thinking about is I wonder. I mean, AC3 has had a lot of stuff to do as well, but I just think it seemed a little bit more scattered, or maybe it was just the story. I wonder if they couldn't have whittled that down to like a DLC of some sort, where you would play Connor, but you would just do these smaller missions, and it would maybe take you 2 to 3 hours versus a heck of a lot more. But one other main difference that I'm noticing now, the voice acting in this is fantastic.
Really good.
It's really good. Like you've got a mixture of all kinds of people. You have your Caribbean voices, and then I was just doing a Templar mission with this girl with a thick Irish broke or however you say it. It was so thick, but it was perfect. Like it sounded so good.
That's awesome.
And Edward Kenway's his voice it's fantastic. So maybe that's part of it too. Was that I just thought Connor was too whiny, but and I say that all the time. I always beat up on poor Connor, but I think it would be different if he had maybe a deeper voice. But Edward's voice
presence about him.
Probably, yeah. Edward's voice. Well, A, he's British, and B, he's just got this lower. It's very laid back, and it's really natural, and it sounds really good.
Sweet.
And I just one more thing. I just unlocked the diving missions too, because now you can go to shipwrecks and you can dive. And dude, that's actually a little tough because you have to dodge, you have to avoid sharks, and like the little tracker comes up if they spot you, so you have to hide in seaweed or shipwrecks and stuff. I mean, the mechanics of the swimming are pretty incredible.
Do you have to do those missions to advance?
No.
Okay,
no, you don't.
You know what that means in Timothy Hall language.
That's it.
Won't be
in
doing
Hall
it.
land, that means not doing it. There's like tons of treasure chests down there though, and you pick up you can pick up quite a bit of money there. It can get kind of disorientating too though, because when you're in shipwreck, sometimes you lose track of where you are. And you only have so much time to hold your breath until you have to. They have these little barrels that are like little air pockets, and you just kind of move on to the next one from there. So,
could you imagine how scary that would be in real life if you were down in like
it would
ship? You're like, okay, where am I? Oh, there's an air pocket. Let me go try to suck some air down and then keep going. Yeah right.
Yeah, it's freaky. So, man, enough about me. It's a great game. I highly recommend it. I'll be playing that over the Thanksgiving break as well. So
nice.
it'll be a lot of fun.
Monsieur Hall, how you been?
Oh, super, super busy with work. See, we've got a short week this week, 3-day week. I'm sure most people are experiencing the same thing. I mean, it's just craziness.
Yeah.
I got some Call of Duty multiplayer in.
How you liking it?
I really, really enjoy the game, and plus, they really let you do a lot more customization this time around. So it's very similar to how Black Ops did it with the the Call of Duty money that you get.
Mm-hmm.
With Ghosts, you get these what's called squad points, and you can spend them on like new weapons or new attachments or stuff
But
like that.
you get them like one at a time.
Well, you can purchase them one at a time, yeah. So like if you save up a bunch of squad points, you can just go buy a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing. Like I've noticed that I've left my default guy. I'll forget what his name is, like Reyes or something like that, or Ruben or something. And I just haven't changed anything forever. And so I'm just like building up squad points and building.
You're still
up
using
squad
the Honey
points.
Boo Boo?
Yeah, I'm still using the Honey Boo Boo gun. People are like, oh man, I can't believe you headshotted me with the Honey Boo Boo gun. Did you notice that
so
after
good.
I brought it up last week that their mics kick on after you kill them? Did you notice that yet?
No, I haven't noticed that yet. I mean, on PS3, it's a little different because it's harder to get a headset, like on the PS3.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that makes sense.
Like, well, with the PS4, since you can just hook it into the controller, I'm sure everybody has one.
Right.
And it comes in the box even, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, so on PS3, nobody talks, but I kind of like it that way.
You're like, I don't need to talk to nobody.
Yeah, nobody has anything good to say anyway. I mean, PS4, you're probably getting a whole lot of the early adopters are probably older people. You play on PS3 and you get killed, and it's some 13-year-old kid, cussing at you or something.
Right.
So, whatever.
Did you do the campaign, or are you strictly
I'm most
multiplayer
of the way through the campaign. I just didn't move the needle anymore because I only had short gaming sessions over the last week, and
Gotcha.
I hate jumping into a campaign when I don't have time to actually move the
Yeah.
needle. So
that makes sense.
that'd be like jumping into Skyrim for half an hour. Like that is so pointless.
You're like, well, good, I made a face.
Yeah. Oh, good.
Exactly.
I crafted this battle axe. I'm done.
Oh, good. I arranged my living room.
Yep.
Uh,
That's good.
Yeah, I'm trying. Other than that, yeah, not really a whole lot of gaming going on here right now. I really want to pick up Mario Party 9. I never played that on my Wii.
They have 9 on there or 8?
Pick that up. I own 8, but I wanted to get
okay.
9. They brought out 9 for the Wii, and I never got around to it.
I love those games, man. I could not get my wife to play them jokers for nothing.
Oh, they're so much fun.
She hates the board game aspect of it.
Really?
Yeah, she
I think
only
that's
likes the mini
fun
games.
part.
Yeah, but she's not competitive in that way. Like she wants like the instant gratification of being competitive, but not like the long haul of being competitive. Like she doesn't like Monopoly, but she probably likes building houses and putting hotels on stuff. You know what I'm saying? If that makes any sense.
That makes sense.
Yep, I got you.
Nice, Hall.
I will say, like with Mario Party 8, like when we first got it, we were playing it and we were about the same. Like my wife and I were about the same skill level when we first got it, and then for some reason I got really good at the mini games, and now it's just not fun anymore. So,
She's already given up. She's like, yeah, no, I'm not playing.
yeah, I mean, you know how it is if you game and you have a spouse, you got to kind of, you want to let them win every now and then and stuff. But Mario Party was always fun because we were both pretty good at it.
That's awesome.
So I'm ready to get the next one so we can play it. And that kind of honestly is itching me to get a Wii U because I know they'll have Mario Party, and I'm very interested in Super Mario
World 3D.
The new one, yeah.
3D World or
3D
Man,
World.
I think Nintendo's going to have some pretty decent games coming up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They definitely are. We've got a really good discussion going on the forum about the future of Nintendo, so
I love it. That's awesome.
It's really cool. Mr. Pattillo, how's the tour going?
It's going good. It was cold this last week, man. Freaking cold.
Where were you?
We headed up north. We were in Chicago. We were in
that's why.
Council Bluffs, Iowa. We were in some other place.
That just makes me feel
freezing.
cold. It makes me feel cold just thinking about it. Like Chicago, Iowa. Yeah, that's.
I mean, it was so cold. Like
Do
we
you guys
woke
play
up.
like outdoor dates
No. This is all arenas.
Yeah, I was going to say, whew.
Oh, gosh. Could you imagine?
No.
Full parkas on stage.
Nobody would come. You'd be like, well, we sold 8 tickets. But like we were in Chicago. It was funny. So we went to Iowa. I remember just waking up and I was like, oh, there's snow on the ground. I was like, this is stupid. And then, I dealt with it. It was cold. And then the next day we were in Chicago and I woke up and there was no snow on the ground, but it was like 13 degrees.
Oh,
yep. And windy,
like,
right?
Right. And then you have to realize, like, so a lot of these arenas that we play are hockey arenas. And so then they put down the floor over the ice. And then it's just cold inside too. Like there's no escaping it. It's the worst. But all the cities we went to rocked. They were awesome. They were great shows. So that makes up for it being cold. And then, what else? Oh, I beat Call of Duty Ghosts campaign last night.
Nice.
Put it up on the Twitter, the credits.
So how does it compare?
I like it.
Good.
I like it. I think there's stuff that people always can find to complain about games that come out every year. But to me, kind of like how you're feeling with AC4, there's not a Call of Duty I really, really didn't like, but there was definitely like ones where the campaign, like the story was like a little like jumbled, or you didn't get the reason why people were doing certain things. You'd be like, I wonder why they would do that. But I feel like this one was like, I just feel like it's a pretty solid story. It's interesting. It's got a lot of futuristic stuff going on in it. What were you about to say, Hall?
I was going to say it's not at all confusing either.
No, it's not confusing.
Yeah.
No, that's
straightforward. Good. You play one guy, right? I mean, pretty much. Where some games you'll play like 4 different people.
Yeah, I can't stand the jumping around from dude to dude.
Like 4 main characters. Like this one, you might play some other people like in space or something, but it's not like it's not for a long time.
Well, and it's different too if like you're in a different area. Like I remember Call of Duty World at War. Like you were a Russian for a little while, so you were out on the Russian front, and then you're also a private out on the Pacific. So that made more sense and it wasn't confusing. But if you're in the middle of like a campaign and then boom, you jump to a different person within like the same campaign parameters, then that would be like, what am I doing? Who am I now? What's going on?
Right, exactly. It's like that. It's like that airport scene in one of the I forget which game it was.
Modern Warfare 2.
Yeah, you could turn it off because people were saying they were offended by it or whatever. But like, you're just that guy for that scene, for just that part.
That's
you know what
weird.
I'm saying? And it's just like, I don't know. It's just so weird.
Well,
like all of a sudden, it feels like you're him.
Well, to me, it's like there's no connection to the characters if you're jumping around all the time. Plus, they never talk.
So, yeah, exactly.
It's just weird.
But I thought it was really good. I thought the voice acting was pretty good. The dad, for some reason, gets on my nerves. Something about the way he delivers his lines, for some reason, bothered me a little bit. But it's still good, though. That's what's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, we've gotten to the age of, video games and Hollywood are almost synonymous with each other. And the voice acting is so good all the time now that even when somebody's just a little lacking, you're like, huh. But it wasn't his acting. It was just, I think, something about his voice for some reason. For me, I'm not saying it's bad. But so beat that. And also, our boy Ed Placencia has a podcast called Foot in the Door. And he interviews people in the music business. And, small podcast getting off the ground. I think it's on its it's in its first 10 episodes, somewhere in there. And he interviewed me about my life, and it went live today. Well, today's Tuesday that we're doing this. But so if anybody cares, I'm not saying go listen to it. You should go listen to Foot in the Door because it's interesting. If you like anything about music business or things like that, you should listen to it because it's really informative. But if you want to know more about how I got to where I am, go listen to it.
That's awesome. And Ed's hilarious. So
yeah, Ed's awesome.
It helps.
Yeah, exactly. And I got to give a huge shout out to my boy Jason in Seattle. I came home. There was a package sitting in my house, and I was like, from Sony? I was like, why is Sony sending me stuff? I was like, did something happen and I just haven't heard the news yet, and they're sending out some update via disc? And I opened it up, and it was Knack and Killzone Shadowfall for the PS4.
Man, that's awesome.
And I was like, and only Jason could have pulled it off. He works at Sucker Punch. And so, Jason, thank you, man. That was incredible. I wasn't expecting it. I texted him. I was like, dude, I feel rich having these. Like, now I have 3 PS4 games, and I wouldn't have been able to afford to buy the other ones during Christmas time.
So, Jason, my address is 739. It's all good. No, that's super cool. And we also need to give him a big shout out, because he really, like, his comment on Twitter was just awesome about how he listens to the show and really likes us. And man, I appreciate that. That goes such a long way.
Yeah, man.
And so you're awesome. And I can't wait to get you on this show, and we can talk about Second Son as we get closer to the release. It'll be so much fun if we can pick your brain on it.
Yeah, we got to hook that up.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah. Tim. Do what you do, baby.
Let's do this. All right, so we've got new releases for this week. I don't know why you'd be releasing anything this week in the first place, since all the major heavy hitters are already out. But there's really only 3.
Really?
Of which I've never heard of. Air Conflicts Vietnam for the PS3 and Xbox 360.
Budget title.
Yes. Saint Seiya, Brave Soldiers on the PSN. F1 2013 for Xbox and PS3. That's I believe it's a racing game.
That's racing.
It
for
is,
sure.
yeah.
So yeah, those are the new releases. How's that for?
That's it?
Yeah, seriously. I looked at the page today. I'm like, whoa.
Weird.
I guess everybody's just burned out, or they're just taking a break.
Yeah, so, if you release a game right now, nobody's going to know about it.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. So I guess it's kind of pointless, but yeah. So that's it for new releases. Here we go, boys. Top selling games for this week. Actually, for the past week, November 16th. So this was PS4 launch week. Here's what we got. Number 10, Battlefield 4 for Xbox 360. Number 9, Knack for the PS4 debut.
Oh, look at that.
There you go. Number 8, NBA 2K14 for the PS4 debut.
Oh, for the PS4. There you go.
Yeah. This number 7, Madden NFL 25 PS4 debut.
I'm seeing a trend.
Yes, are you sensing a trend here? Number 6, Call of Duty Ghosts PS3.
Oh, okay, there you go.
But second, so that's the second weekend of the PS3 version. Number 5, Assassin's Creed 4 PS4 debut.
Oh, wow.
Number 4, Call of Duty Ghosts Xbox 360.
Of course.
Number 3, Killzone Shadowfall PS4 debut. Number 2, Battlefield 4 PS4 debut.
Wow.
Number 1, Call of Duty Ghosts PS4 debut.
Wow.
It was 4 shooters in a row.
That's crazy.
That's
just
pretty
like
nuts.
That. Yeah.
I was completely ready for you to say a 3DS title at number 1.
Yeah, what was the one? Hello Kitty.
Yeah, that'll be during Christmas.
The Hello Kitty one that was on a new release last week. Yeah,
exactly.
I thought for sure that would be number 1 this week.
That's really that's going to be really interesting next week to see.
Oh, it's going to be.
Do you think so many PS4 titles are selling because people want to kind of see what the graphics are like, and plus they want something to show off when their friends come over?
Oh yeah.
And what better way than getting probably the better of the shooters, Call of Duty, Battlefield, and Killzone. Boom.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
There's your intro right there. It's interesting that a lot of the sports are in the bottom half of the charts. That I thought FIFA would kick up a little bit, but maybe not. But yeah, Madden and NBA 2K were in there. Those are the only two sports games. Everything else is a shooter or knack.
NBA 2K14 on PS4 is supposed to be amazing. So that's what everybody's been saying.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah, man. So it's PS4. So next week, let's expect an Xbox One week.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited to see how it's happening.
That's great. Hall.
There it is.
And it's pretty crazy that this time around, you look at when the 360 and the PS3 launched, they didn't sell near as many consoles because they couldn't make as many.
Oh, that's interesting.
So, like this time around, they could make a lot more, so they're selling a lot more games, like right out the gate.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, I think I read something that said like there's like 2 million people on GameStop's waiting list for a PS4 or something crazy like that.
No way.
Wow.
Yeah.
Are you kidding?
Dude, there's a lot of excitement for this round. Pretty interesting.
Wow, I had no idea.
It was cool. The Xbox YouTube channel had a Xbox One launch, and they showed different clips from people all around the world, almost ready to go and get their Xbox One. It was really cool to see. Like all of Times Square was green. It was completely lit up. It was really
cool. Yeah,
dude, they spent some serious money on the marketing.
I love that.
And I'm so bummed that we missed the Xbox One tour. I really would have because there was a lot of footage from that. I'm like, man, we really should have gone, because I know they were in Murfreesboro that like a couple weeks ago.
I know we're a bunch of busters.
No, man, we're kids and wives and 9-to-5s, baby.
Exactly, man.
So,
golly.
But yeah, so the next time the next gen comes around in 8 years,
yeah, exactly, we'll be there.
we'll all get our hover rounds and then we'll
go. Nice.
So good.
Hall.
Yeah,
hit us with something.
I wanted to talk about all the deals we got coming up, because this
is
kind of nuts, man.
Yeah.
Well,
it's getting so confusing.
It's getting very confusing because typically you'll have a decent, like retailers will do something decent. Like Walmart will do something for cheap, which, by the way, Walmart does have The Last of Us for $25. That's definitely the highlight. Whether it's worth going out on Black Friday night to get, I don't think so. I don't know about that.
I mean, the game's worth it.
Yeah, the game is great.
Is that the Black Friday only price, or is that throughout the weekend?
That may be a Black Friday only thing. I was under the impression that they were going to throw that out there this week, but maybe not. They do want people coming out on Black Friday still. I think they were trying to kind of jump the gun a little bit, because, like I said, they were concerned about holiday sales, because Thanksgiving is really late this year, so
super late.
Really cuts the shopping season down.
Oh yeah, we had an entire extra week of Christmas shopping last year, so retailers were rejoicing at that.
Yeah,
and they were doing better deals too. I mean, they're a little weak this year. I mean, last year I think Walmart, and I went to Walmart on Black Friday because we were in East Tennessee, and it's funny to see an entire town go out, but
in their church clothes.
Yeah, exactly.
That put your church clothes on. We going to Walmart, baby.
Oh man, it was chaos. Excuse me, it was chaos, man. But they had most new releases last year for like $30. Most of the older games were like $10. So last year was well worth it. And I bought a lot of games that just sat on the shelf for a while because I didn't have time for them, but I bought them because they were so cheap.
Right.
Let's see. Batman Arkham City Game of the Year, which was one of them. I got that last year for like $15, and it's just now like $15 typically. So, I mean, they're usually way ahead.
They're definitely working with way less wiggle room this year than they did last year. We're at the end of a console generation last year. We're at the beginning of one this year. And, I know GameStop and stuff like that probably gets a little bit better deals, but I remember talking to some friends of mine that own a mom and pop brick and mortar game store, and they're like, man, we got to buy these games for like $50 or 50 something, you know what I'm saying? So it's not like they could discount that much when they were brand new.
Yeah, I know they don't. Typically what happens is retailers get an authorized price. So they'll get, like for instance, Sony will say, well, you can sell The Last of Us for $25, but you're only going to make $1, or something like that. I'm not 100% sure how the brick and mortar retailers work, but they didn't buy The Last of Us for $25.
Oh, of course.
Walmart probably takes inventory and then pays on everything that they sell, or they get a refund from the manufacturer if they sell it for a lower price.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if a lot of people, is it too early for retailers to try and get rid of their older generation games at this point?
I think that
it might be. They may, I would think by next Christmas you'll probably see blowout sales for PS3 and Xbox 360 games.
I wonder about that. You might be right.
Yeah,
you might be onto something.
It's just a thought. I didn't know. I have a feeling it's probably still too early right now. It'd be great if they did it just for the holiday, just for Black Friday, where they just had a blowout sale where all PS3 games or all Xbox 360 games are, buy two or buy one, get one free or something like that. That'd be awesome. But I have a feeling probably by next year they'll do it. So Best Buy, Target, Walmart, if you're listening, I got you back. Let's do this.
Well, I kind of wonder if if Sony and Microsoft and Nintendo are all just saying, well, we've got new consoles out, so we don't really need these sales.
They don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
That makes me wonder.
They definitely don't.
Honestly, any way you slice it, in the next couple months, in the next year, we are going to benefit if you're hanging on to your older consoles and you want to play those games that you just weren't able to play. I think we're gonna be able to cash in pretty nicely.
I want to hold on to my PS3 because it's a really good DVD Blu-ray player. So
yeah. Oh, I'm hanging on to mine too, just because I like to have my stack of games and go through and be like, I haven't played this in a while. I'll go back and play that.
Yeah,
it's fun.
I wanted to talk about some specific deals.
Yeah,
if you haven't bought an Xbox 360 yet, they're having one with Halo 4 and Tomb Raider for $200.
Oh my gosh, are
Holy
you kidding
cow,
me?
That's great.
Yeah, and that's a 250 gig model, so you won't have to upgrade the hard drive or anything like that.
Wow,
Halo
that is well worth it.
Freaking Tomb Raider?
Yes.
Oh gosh, that's a good deal.
So if you either
deal.
need a new 360 or you've owned a PS3 this whole time and you'd like to play a few of the 360 games, now is really the time to go for that.
Wow.
Same thing with the PS3. They're having a $200 PS3 bundle with The Last of Us and Arkham Origins.
Wow.
Man, that's a new game.
Yeah, I know. I think that one is $200 as well, yes.
That's really great.
Oh my gosh, we need to get those up on our deals page.
Yeah.
On the forum.
So,
for those that don't know, we have a whole deals page where everybody from the community, or a lot of people from the community, come and put deals that they see around the web. And it's just kind of a one-stop shop for deals for our little community. It's awesome.
And I would encourage everybody, especially for the next couple of days, just hit us up, man. We want to know, you're our eyes and ears for everything. So if you've found a deal, man, post it because we want to know. I love looking at that stuff. And if you want to just list it out by retailer, go for it. I'll try and get on there and do some as well if I see it.
You're not going to post on the forums. Stop teasing people.
Hey, when it comes to Black Friday and saving some money, I will.
There you go. Those are awesome, Hall.
Yeah, those are great deals, man.
Yeah, it's interesting to see too, what some online retailers are doing. Because last year I made hay with, I think Microsoft had a Black Friday sale, their Microsoft store, the online store, and I remember getting some pretty good deals. I think I got Gears of War 3 for $8.
Oh wow!
Gosh, I'm trying to remember, and that was when it was $40. So they had some pretty good deals last year on the Microsoft store too. So we'll try to keep an eye on the online stuff for you guys.
Yeah, and we got to keep our eyes open for the Xbox Live Gold and PSN cards, because I think I saw that Black Friday, I think it's Best Buy is doing PSN cards for $30, which is half off.
It's GameStop.
Was it GameStop? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And so
I'm sure
but
people
they'll
will
match
match
it.
people.
Yeah,
too,
they'll match
so,
it.
Yeah.
But that's pretty incredible. That's half off.
That's well worth it. If
Oh
you
my
have
gosh.
a PS3 and you're going to be getting a PS4, or if you have a PS4,
Or if you have a
that's the
PS3.
time to buy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. And don't be afraid to ask the retailer if they'll match pricing. Most of them should. If you show them their ad, I know Hall, you and I did that last year. and most retailers they want your money, so they'll match it.
Yeah,
Saves
Best
you from
Buy did
driving
for
around.
us. GameStop didn't. So.
Oh, that's true. You're right.
Yeah, don't expect GameStop to match anything. Lame.
Sweet. Is that all you had on that?
Yeah, I think that's it.
Let's do some favorite video game memories. Here is y'all.
Hello, my name is Chaemin Bassett from the Republic of Korea, and I'm here to talk about my favorite video game memory. Now, when I was a kid, I was very lucky in order to get a hand-me-down NES and a hand-me-down Sega Genesis and be able to play video games that way. When I got older, I had to get a paper route so I could buy systems and games for myself, but I ended up handing down those systems to my younger siblings. I eventually joined the military for what was supposed to be a 3-year stint, turned into a 7-year one. And my two younger brothers at the time, a 7-year-old Josiah and a 14-year-old James, they stayed behind and they didn't actually know a whole lot about me outside of what limited time we got to spend together. And so while I was off doing my service, they actually got out these old systems and played them, and played through all my old RPG and my games to try to learn a little bit more about me. And that just blew my mind away. You can't really do that with other mediums. And that's my favorite video game memory.
Hey, this is Mike Fowler, and my favorite gaming memories would be playing Halo 2 with my friends in high school, staying up to the crack of dawn, eating your usual Doritos and Mountain Dew. And that's even how I came up with my gamer tag, Cousin Cecil.
Hey, what's up, my MTTG brothers? This is Johnny Mack resigning from JC Mo, aka Jefferson City, Missouri, the state capital. My favorite video game memory would have to be whenever my dad walked into my brother and I's room. I was in 3rd grade, he was in kindergarten, and he had this red package that looked like one of those Pizza Hut delivery bags. And we were like, great, it's Friday night, Dad brought pizza, but why is he carrying the delivery bag? Well, he set it down on the bed, opened it up, and pulled out an NES, a Nintendo Entertainment System. We flipped out, jumping around the room, dancing and stuff. Apparently he had rented it. Back in the day, you could rent video game consoles, as you guys know. And so we got to play Super Mario and Galaga, and he had Donkey Kong. I don't know, he rented like 4 or 5 games, and all weekend long we gamed. It was just like one of those awesome memories. He rented a few other times, and then about a month later, he just went ahead and went out and bought one. And from that point forward, my brother and I were gamers. He lives out in LA. I live here in Missouri. We still game. It's like our bonding time. It's how we connect. It's how I connect with people and friends. Shoot, I'm listening to you guys right now because I play video games. So anyway, that's my memory. It was back in the day when my dad rented a NES and brought it to us looking like a Pizza Hut bag. Anyway, keep doing what you guys are doing. Peace.
Hey guys, it's William Hines here, and I just want to tell you that I really like your podcast, listen to it every week, and I just want to send you a quick little video game memory that I have. And maybe my most fondest memory of just video games in general is college life. And that's just the ability to sit down at any moment with 5 to 10 people and play Smash Brothers, Halo, Diablo 2. There was never a time when there wasn't someone who was not in class or skipping class or sick who would just sit down and play video games with you. It's a little bit different now that you're married and you have a 9-to-5 job. It's hard to find people like that are just able to kind of call off work basically and play some video games. Thanks a lot. Love the show.
Hey guys, Wayne here from Cork, Ireland. Also Evil Wonk on the forums. So my favourite game in memory would have to be playing Super Mario World on my SNES. So I was young enough at the time. One evening I just happened upon Star Road, and that whole thing just literally blew my mind. Couldn't wait to get to school next day to tell everyone. Man, I love that game.
So there you have it. Thank you guys for sending those in. We love it. We love hearing all the different accents. It's just crazy that there's people from all over the place listening to this show. So we're gonna keep it moving. You guys definitely keep sending those in if you want to be a part of the show in this way. Hit me up, Gabe at marriedtothegames.com or mailbag at marriedtothegames.com. Just record yourself on your phone. It's super easy. Takes 30 to 45 seconds. Just what these guys are doing. Your name, where you're from, favorite video game memory. Bada bing, bada boom.
And eventually Router and I will get to it.
Yeah.
They're probably not going to do one.
Ours will be the very last one of the year.
Right. So, you remember how last week we talked about Xbox tweeting PlayStation, congratulating them for the release, their launch day? Well, I checked up on it, and of course, PlayStation tweeted Xbox and Microsoft, but it definitely was not as warm as Xbox's.
Really?
Not as much time investment either.
I mean, okay, so this is what the tweet read. Congrats at Xbox, at Microsoft, hashtag next generation, hashtag greatness awaits.
Alrighty.
That's it. Well, and I'm not saying that Xbox said anything profound, but they made a picture. It was like, there was a photo that went along with it.
There was some time.
And even though it probably took, a graphic guy like 3 seconds to do it, it just looked better than this measly congrats with 2 ats and 2 hashtags.
Yeah.
That's pretty lame.
I was a little disappointed.
But that's awesome, though. Congrats to Xbox One. I think it's awesome. Next generation is now officially upon us. This is the first full week of having both consoles out and about, and it's super cool. Very exciting.
They're here.
Yeah, very exciting time. This is my first next gen
launch.
Launch. So it's pretty exciting.
Sony should have done a picture with like the guys from Killzone headshot and Master Chief or something. They might as well have.
Golly.
That's
By
awesome.
not spending any time, they might as well have just done a.
They should have done one with Kevin Butler holding a Wii U remote.
There you go. Shoot, man!
Kevin Butler, where'd he go?
Looking for work, Jack.
Yeah, he's definitely looking for work. Man, I could have put a pictogram together for them like in 2 seconds flat.
I know. I don't know why they didn't spend the time to do it.
It's ridiculous.
They should have.
Yep.
Tim, you should just put one together and like tweet it out with at Sony and at Microsoft on it.
Yeah, that's a good idea. This is what.
Here you go.
Yeah, this is what Sony should have done. That's awesome.
Golly.
This is what at Sony should have done at Microsoft. Hashtag greatness awaits. Hashtag Xbone. Hashtag love you.
Yeah.
Hashtag love you.
Hashtag love Tiger Claw.
Love Tiger Claw. Sincerely, Tiger Claw.
Tiger Claw.
Tiger Claw.
Oh, that's so great.
That's so funny. So the Xbone is out. Congratulations. We are so happy. It's so awesome to see people going to pick them up and the excitement that surrounds launch and things like that. And of course, with any launch like this, there's going to be some hiccups. But we haven't heard of too much. People are saying that their Xbox are acting up. There's a lot of hardware failures going on. Not a lot, but small percentage of hardware failures going on.
There always will be.
Exactly. What I liked though is that they're offering a free game for people who got some console that was jacked up.
Oh, that's cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah, they're offering 4 free games to people whose consoles were acting up. How they check this, I don't know. But Dead Rising 3, Forza Motorsports 5, Rise, Sons of Rome, and Zoo Tycoon.
There you go.
You can pick one of those 4, and since they're all downloadable, the people that are like waiting around with a jacked up, disk drive can still play them.
That's
cool. They're downloadable.
That's awesome.
So I thought that was really smart.
I'll give you a hint. Don't pick Zoo Tycoon.
Yeah, that'll be $5 in 2 weeks.
Exactly.
If anyone out there is playing Rise, tell me how it is, because I've heard I love those
awesome.
I know I love those kind of games, but I've heard like the story's not that great, or it's like the gameplay gets boring after a while. But somebody tell me how Rise is, because it's pretty cool.
Nice.
It looked cool. I watched a little bit of it.
There's a new Assassin's Creed game coming out in December.
Oh man, another one?
This
So
time,
like this December?
this December. This time is for iOS and Android. It's called Assassin's Creed Pirates. Arr.
No way.
Okay, I added the R.
With the parenthetical R.
Exactly. It comes out on December 5th. It'll be $5. And your Captain Alonzo
Mosley.
Batilla. That's how everybody says my last name. They're like, Gabriel Pattillo. I'm like, that's actually Pattillo, but
You're like, hola, ¿cómo estás?
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, oh, bien, too. And I mean, you're fighting on the open seas and trying to get, I don't know what pirates get, like booty and stuff. Like, cash, money,
or booty.
Thank you for
this
being
is
actually,
this is not Grand Theft Auto.
They'll take either or, I think, at this point.
Pirates on the open sea. It's lonely out here. That's why we see mermaids.
That's right.
Yeah. I was like, how lonely do you have to be for a manatee to look like a mermaid? Anybody seen a manatee? That joker's got whiskers. No, thank you.
That's right.
He's like, oh my gosh, you see that girl over there? That's a half woman, half fish. The guy that's gotten a lot of sleep is like, I don't think so. I don't look like that's me. It looks more like my mother-in-law. Not my mother-in-law, but the guy talking. I was in character.
We got you.
Hall, give me something else.
I just had one thing about some of the failures that the Xbox One and the PS4 were having, but you kind of went over that a little bit.
Sure, do it.
And honestly, with any hardware launch that's like over 1 million units,
seriously,
if there's no failure, then something's wrong.
Yeah.
then you bought a cartridge-based video game system.
Exactly. I kind of thought, I was thinking too, with how many consoles are out there and like how prevalent this stuff is on the internet, like that could happen to one person and it could be a statistic still.
Of course.
Like, it could happen to one person. They could upload a YouTube video and then a news outlet will carry it and it's all over.
Yeah, that's why we never heard about it with the NES, because news didn't travel as quickly then.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody was like, well, just blow in your cartridges and you'll be good.
That should work. It's like put it in like a 3/4 of the way and just slam it down. And it should.
Yeah, that works too. It's kind of funny how the blowing in your cartridge trick like made it everywhere.
Oh yeah, because that's what NES needs. I mean, to operate, they need like hot adolescent breath to operate.
Exactly. Yeah, that's why mine doesn't work anymore.
You brush your teeth too often.
Yeah, I know. I need to have a kid so they can blow in the cartridge for me.
They need the breath of innocent souls.
Exactly.
That's hilarious.
I didn't really have anything else, man. It's been kind of a slow news week. I mean, the Xbox One launch was
Trump and
very
everything.
cool to follow. So
it was awesome. I got a couple things before we move on. Infinity Blade, you guys know, we've talked about Infinity Blade 3 just came out. If you haven't played the games because you're like, oh, there's so much money, because they are a little bit on the expensive side for what we're used to, 99-cent games. These are more like $6 and $7 or whatever. But the first one, the original one, is free right now on the App Store. I know that's not huge news because it's been free before, but if you feel like diving in, Infinity Blade is free. Xbone released their complete voice command list, and I was really disappointed. Because it was all like very regular. Not that there's not a bunch of stuff. I'm just praying. We all know Xbox on, Xbox off, Xbox record that, Xbox play music, Xbox, whatever. But like there wasn't anything funny on there. And I was just like hoping that they would like throw like 2 or 3 like silly ones in there that they programmed the Xbox to do.
Yeah.
Even Apple did that with Siri.
Yeah, exactly. So we know that there's probably some Easter eggs in there someplace. So if you figure out one, let us know. We would love to hear what they snuck in there. Because there's got to be like, Xbox, do the Harlem Shake, and it starts flashing or something. Something's got to happen.
That would be cool.
Just something. Wishful thinking.
Xbox,
maybe.
order me a pizza.
Actually, could do
Xbox,
that.
Yeah, Pizza Hut. Yeah. Golly.
I was thinking about like some guy like bringing a girl home or something on a date, and he's like, Xbox lights down.
I
And it
know.
like dims the lights.
Could you imagine?
Xbox sexy music.
Yeah, exactly.
I think you bring a girl home and you say Xbox, the date's already over.
That's very
no. They're like, Xbox, don't record this.
Yo, yeah. Or Xbox, find my date. That's awesome.
Xbox slow jams. It's like, your wish is my command. And
Girl.
Yeah. Joe and Brian McKnight just start playing out of no place. She's like, how'd you do that? You're like, it's the Xbox One, girl.
Oh, that's good times. No, that's
and
funny.
Then, did you see all that stuff, Hall, about people uploading videos and cussing a whole bunch, and them wanting to, on the Xbox One, Upload Studios is banning people from using their stuff because people are using a lot of profanity?
I knew that was going to happen.
Yeah, it was really interesting. You know, I'm not a huge like proponent for cussing or whatever like that, but like I think that like it's might be a lot to ask of everyone not to cuss. You see, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand that. Well, that stuff, I mean, does it go out to YouTube or what does it do?
I don't know. Because I know they don't have their Twitch and stuff integration quite yet, right? That's not till I think 2014. But Upload Studios through the Xbox One, I don't even know how they're catching people. But anybody that uses a bunch of profanity while they're recording is getting banned.
Wow.
And I thought that was really interesting because I'm like, who's listening to all these things, or is it like, you know,
they may have
they
may have an
machine?
Algorithm. Yeah, they may have an
algorithm
algorithm or something because I know YouTube has that too. So they should. I mean, it's freaking it's Microsoft. They should have something.
I know.
But yeah, I'm sure. But if you have to swear that much on a video, then just don't bother.
I know, and I understand they're wanting a safe environment for everyone to come to, but I'm like, you know, maybe just, you know, if they have an algorithm, maybe slap an explicit on there so people know what's coming.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. That's a good point. Give them
that's
the
like
option.
iTunes, like having no music on there. That's, you know, and I'm not, and again, I'm not like, no, man, everybody should cuss on there. Trust, you know, you guys hear our podcast. You guys know our stance on it. But like, you know, I don't know, for people that just talk like that, you know, like Router was saying a couple weeks ago, you know, coming from the Northeast, some people just talk like that.
Yeah, it's true.
You know, and they're getting banned. Okay, last thing, I promise. TT Games, who is they've done Lego Star Wars and Batman, are now doing Lego The Hobbit.
Oh wow!
Following the first two movies of Peter Jackson's, you know,
Did you guys watch The Hobbit?
Yeah, I watched it.
No, I didn't see the original.
Was it any good?
I didn't see the new one.
I think it's good.
Oh, okay, good. You like it? Because I want to.
I like it a lot.
I do want to see it, even though Lauren will fall asleep.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, Jenny can't watch those movies at all. She didn't.
I'd have to watch it by myself.
I know what we're doing one night. Then
exactly. We should get together and watch it.
We'll get together.
So awesome. That's due out 2014. The first game will follow the first two movies that come out, and the second movie is out this December.
Yeah, it looks good. I saw the trailer for it.
Yeah. Anything else, guys? Okay. Well, you guys definitely know where to find us. If you're listening to this, then you know where to find us. But if you're listening to this and you're like, who are these guys? We're Married to the Games, and you can find us all over the internet. marriedtothegames.com, facebook.com/marriedtothegames, twitter.com/mttgcast, youtube.com/marriedtothegames. I need to get caught up on there. I'm going to be using this week.
Occasionally, Tim's tweets get put into news stories. So, Tim Router's tweets.
Tim Router's a pretty big deal.
Yeah, I'm huge. I'm a big deal, people.
Come check out the website. Check out the website. We got the poll still going on there. Chris has got a new one up there about the Nintendo. So if you've got something to sound off about Nintendo and just them as a company, holler at us. Like Hall was saying, we got some really good conversations going on the forums. Check those out. Check out the deals page. Come sign up. Come talk with us. It's awesome. It's still awesome over there. And so we're having a lot of fun.
I love that Nintendo thread at the forum because I can't remember who it was, but somebody mentioned like, man, it's really hard to have these conversations elsewhere on the internet because there are a lot of forums with just trolls galore, and it's a bunch of younger kids in there just,
mouthing off.
Yeah, and we're people who've been in our community kind of know it's a little different. Kids and wives and 9-to-5s. We're all older,
mature
gentlemen.
We're seasoned veterans. Seasoned gentlemen. It's good stuff.
And we have a way for you guys to write reviews. I know a lot of people are wanting to write reviews and be associated with us here at Married to the Games. And Chris Dumoulin, we put up the tweet yesterday, but he has a way for you guys to be more involved with us and be a part of the family. So go check that out as well. We want community. That's what this is about. Married to the Games, where guys and girls standing with each other like, man, these video games are dope. Don't listen to the media. They don't know what they're talking about half the time anyway.
That's right.
Let's get into some questions.
Oh, that was absolutely perfect. Ladies and gentlemen, let's do this. We got some questions. Let's start with Facebook. Our boy Lucas Ham Swisher has another lightning round for us. He said, hey, crew,
nice.
I love these. In honor of Thanksgiving, here's another lightning round, Turkey Day edition. Here we go. Back in the day, if you had to choose sides, who'd you pick, Pilgrims or Indians?
Oh, you mean the guys with the guns or the guys without the guns?
I would
Who won, by the way?
I would, yeah, right.
Oh crap!
That's a sensitive subject.
I'd choose Indians because I would know. I know the lay of the land. I know how to feed myself, and I'm good.
What does he mean? Choose.
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Or
no, probably just. Would you rather be a pilgrim or an Indian during that time? I mean, either way, we're all gathering at the table and having turkey that day, so it's all good.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what? I listened to a podcast about Lewis and Clark and their adventures across
That's awesome.
America. And
they went through hell.
They did, but the only way they made it was through the help of Native Americans.
Of course.
Or First Nations. I hate calling them Native Americans, actually, because it wasn't it wasn't called America when they were here.
Exactly.
But First Nations. So through the help, and I actually hate the name Indians too, but that's a whole different thing. Christopher Columbus thought he landed on India, and so he got off the boat and he was like, "Oh, Indians." That's how they got that name. So it's like it's a weird thing that we even call them Indians. Anyway, as they made their way across America, they were helped out by people of just all over the place. They were helped out along their way.
Oh, yeah.
So First Nations guys and gals were the best. Sacagawea and all them.
Mm-hmm. See, that's why I'd be an Indian.
I have no idea, because I think it's rough all the way around.
Yeah,
I definitely wouldn't want to be black.
Any way you slice it, times are hard.
Crap.
Times were tough.
Times were tough, and I think either way, I'd still would rather be an Indian, because I would know what, I'd know the lay of the land.
What you were doing.
And I would know exactly. I mean, they taught each other different things, but, pilgrims coming over, not knowing anything, not knowing climates and how things work. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So many of the pilgrims died.
Oh,
I'd rather be the Indians.
Tons of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so this is a lightning round, so we just spent forever on the first one.
Yeah, sorry. Crap. Freaking, I got on my political correctness soapbox for a second there.
It's all good. So here's the second part. Best way to cook a turkey, oven roasted or deep fried?
Oven roasted.
Oven roasted.
Dude.
Save deep frying for chicken.
You guys are missing out. Deep fried is awesome.
I've never had that.
Oh, I've done it before. It is so good. It takes 45 minutes, and it's perfect. I love deep fried.
Awesome.
More necessary items, sweatpants or Pepto-Bismol?
Sweatpants.
What?
This is all related to Thanksgiving. So
sweatpants or Pepto?
What's the more necessary item for you during Thanksgiving?
I get it.
Sweatpants or Pepto-Bismol?
Sweatpants.
Sweatpants.
Because if my tummy's hurting, what do I want to be having on? Sweatpants. So that wins regardless.
That's right. That's a win. It's a win-win any which way. What are you more thankful for? Our rich video game history or bright video game future? You can't pick both.
Oh man,
I'm thankful for a bright video game future. I'm super excited. It's going to be awesome.
History.
Yeah, I was going to say I'm thankful for history as well.
Yeah, well, I'm the new blood, so I don't have a history.
Yeah, I was like, his history is like 2 years long.
Yeah, that's why I picked future, because I don't really have a history. All right, so that was lightning round. He said, "God bless and have a happy Thanksgiving." Thank you, Lucas.
Yeah, thanks, Swish.
Love those. Happy Thanksgiving. That's awesome. All right, moving on. Tyson Godwin. Now that the PS4 and Xbone are out, does Gabe think he made the right choice in choosing the PS4?
Oh, good question. I think so. I mean, it's going to come down to the games at the end of the day, period. So I'm a big proponent on one's not better, quote unquote, than the other. I think that I love the DualShock 4. I'll tell you that. That controller feels awesome. And it's getting rave reviews all over the place, which I was really surprised to see. But yeah, I think I did, especially around
well, you
the
probably
bend.
made the right choice for you, right?
Yeah, for me. I mean, definitely there's people that aren't going to want to leave their family of Xbox, and I get that. Just like I wouldn't have wanted to switch over either. So
yeah, I think that would just be really, really hard to do that.
Yeah, I think it's too early to tell if I've made the right decision. But I think as of today, with the remote play and my Vita and all like that, I've really enjoyed my PS4 so far.
There you go. Good question. Forrest W. Wargum. What game are you buying for yourself on Black Friday? I don't know.
I might have to go re-pick up The Last of Us because I need to play the DLC.
Yeah, I think you should. I can't believe you sold The Last of Us, man. Of all the praise we gave it, and we did so well with that, and then there goes Hall just selling it away.
I sold it so I could make it a free rental.
There you have it.
Because I knew I was never going to play the campaign again. So
yeah,
right.
Yep.
I think with Jason hooking me up, I'm pretty good through Black Friday. I'll probably be buying others things on Black Friday.
Yeah, that's like year. I don't think I'm going to do a whole lot video game shopping for Black Friday either. I may just avoid it anyway. I mean, my wife the store's open, so I'll just be back there. And I'll probably still end up working in the back of the store anyway. So, yeah,
I've still got to play Mass Effect 3, so I'm good.
Me too.
Both of you guys need to get on that.
Yep. Kyle S. Hall. My wife has a coworker that said they can't believe that she, quote, lets her husband play video games. My wife said in response, "He's a grown man. I don't have to let him do anything. He has it."
Ooh, that's a good woman.
That's a great woman right there. She continues, "He has his hobbies just like I have mine. My wife actually really appreciates the bonding time that my daughter and I get from gaming together. Has your wife ever had to defend you and your love of games?" Kyle, first off, that is freaking awesome. Your wife is incredible. I love the fact this is my future right here. This is exactly how I want to be.
I love that.
Being able to bond with my daughter and play video games. That is brilliant. I applaud you for that. That's very, very cool. And no, I don't think Lauren would ever defend me when it came to video games.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
But you know what? I think it could be a really great family bonding. Like, it brings up something that this could be a very fun bonding time. When Piper's older. But that's how I approach it. Not as, oh, we're just playing video games. It's like we're actually spending time together and we're doing stuff together and it's fun. And that's what it's all about.
It's interesting because I think video games are becoming something that people are allowing to say that's time together. Like, I think if you rewind 20 years ago or 30 years ago, somebody wouldn't count that as time together, but they would count like knitting as time together, or sewing, or cooking.
Right.
And
Did you say 20 years ago, like the 90s?
Oh gosh.
Yeah, dude.
That's true.
Everybody back up. I still got years on you, so you can't say anything. No, it's all good.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm glad
I get
that
what you're saying.
Turning that corner of like, no, this is time together, and it's time to laugh, and especially with the Connect and stuff like that. Like, people are having a great time with their kids, and I think that's awesome that him and his daughter are getting that time in. That's great. And
think about it this way too. Back in the day, the whole idea of video games was, the kids are playing video games again, or they're all the kids get together and they go play video games. Now it's kids and adults playing video games together. I think that trend is happening a lot more because a lot of adults enjoy video games.
Yeah.
So
because they were the kids that went and played video games.
Exactly.
Exactly. But to answer this question, I think my wife would, depending on who was giving me a hard time. I think if it was like some coworker that was being snotty, she would definitely come to my defense. If it was one of our friends that was just giving me a hard time, she'd probably jump in and throw some stones.
Oh yeah, exactly.
I think I'd be the same way.
Yep. That's great.
Yeah,
that was a good question. All right, on to Twitter. Our boy at that Chowfie. Quick fire question: pumpkin pie or sweet potato pie?
Pumpkin pie.
Pumpkin pie.
Pumpkin pie. All right, and here's his secondary one. Y'all should have an individual Twitter handles so that we can tweet specific comments to you. I.e., you ready for these handles? This made me crack up. At MTTG Tiger Claw.
Of course.
At MTTG Other Tim.
Yep.
At MTTG Not Hootie.
That's
Chaffee. Chaffee's the man. That is awesome.
I can't even talk some white people around here that I'm not freaking Darius Rucker. They're like, no, you're him. I'm like, oh my gosh, no, I'm not.
You're him. Like,
you just got to go along with it.
Exactly.
Yeah, you just got to go with it. Go along with it. It's fun.
This lady in downtown Franklin.
That's good.
This lady in downtown Franklin looked at me. She goes, Darius? And I was like, no, sorry, Gabe. And she was like, she goes, oh, well, you're just handsome like him then. I was like, all right now, girl. Go. Yeah.
That's how it is.
Go down here and get some Starbucks together. Come on.
That's good. All right. Moving on. At Dopalicious, Mike Dougherty.
I like that. I like that.
What are some of the big and small next-gen titles you're really looking forward to? Oh, great. Also, sing your answers. Oh, okay.
Let's see.
Shoot.
Big and small? I don't know which small ones I'm looking forward to.
Oh, gosh. Halo 5.
Oh, that was awesome.
Uncharted 4. Gabe will be a lot better at this.
No, probably not.
I was going a little bit different with girl. Second son.
Yeah, I was going Sesame Street.
Yeah. Fine. Shout out to Pablo Francisco for that one.
That's hilarious.
I love that skit.
Sing your answers. We're gonna have to make a musical.
Oh shoot!
Oh, that's good. All right, Gabe, you're up.
Let's see. I guess if I had to pick, it'd be the Order 1886.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good day.
All right.
Man, I am looking forward to that game. I almost forgot about that game. I can't wait for that.
Yeah. I can't either. And Second Son, of course.
Of course.
I can't wait for that game to come. I love the Infamous games.
Okay.
And of course, Second Son is. I just kidding.
All right. At I am Lord _Daniel. What are your guys' favorite chick flicks? Huh?
Oh gosh.
I can't
boy. Stand chick flicks.
Well, he's got a secondary question. Do you think that the Vita TV gives PS4 an advantage over Xbone? How do you go from chick flicks to Vita?
I thought you were going to say
PS4?
something like, "Do you think the Vita plays chick flicks well?" or something.
All right, start with the first one. What's your favorite chick flicks? If you have to see a chick flicks, and Daniel, I'm about to revoke your man card in a second.
You're about to hand it over. That's why he put the Vita question in there, is to balance himself out.
He saved it out. That's awesome.
Chick
Chick flicks. Ugh.
does what was a good one?
If I had to pick one, I would pick like Love Actually or something like that. That was actually
a good movie.
That was a really good movie.
Was that a chick flick?
Yeah, see, that's the thing. Is it classified as a chick flick, or is it classified?
I was gonna go like Notebook or something.
Yeah, Notebook would be good too.
You know, I like that movie. I don't care what anybody says.
Yeah,
it's
Notebook
a good movie.
Was good. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it was good.
You know what I'd say? I think this is chick flick for sure. And I usually don't like this guy, but he was actually in Love Actually, and I liked him. Notting Hill. I was a Notting Hill. I was a Notting Hill fan.
I didn't see that one.
Julia Roberts and
that's a good one.
What's his name?
Hugh Grant. Yeah, that is a good one. I'll give you that. All right. So then the second question: do you think that the Vita TV gives PS4 an advantage over Xbone?
So for those that don't know what the Vita TV is, it is essentially a Vita without the screen that you hook up HDMI to your television, and it has all the, obviously it won't have a touch screen, and I think you'll be able to use a PS4 controller with it or something like that, or And so it's they're wanting to. They'll probably launch that alongside with the whole Gaikai thing, because it's going to be all about streaming and then streaming from your PS4 to a secondary television. And things like that. That's the idea behind it. What was the question?
That's what I was wondering.
Do you think that the Vita TV gives PS4 an advantage over Xbox? Well, what does Microsoft have?
I don't think so. Microsoft doesn't have something like that, but I don't think it's going to be that, unless something incredible happens with Gaikai and you just like can't pass it up, because it's going to be considerably cheaper than the Vita 2.
Yeah.
I mean, unless Gaikai it's all going to come down to Gaikai. If Gaikai is off the chain and they have this huge library of games and it plays like amazing, I think that's the only hope for it, like really being able to quote unquote win this first couple years of these console wars.
I mean, I still think it's just all about your preference. I mean, if you started PS3, you're probably going to stay PS4. If you started Xbox 360, because it's a pain in the butt to try and switch over. Now, I will say, the more I think about it, I may end up getting an Xbox One down the road, just so that I have both consoles, because there are some games, i.e. Titanfall, that I think I'd want to play.
Right.
If you think about it, it comes down to what games you want to play. And if there's games on either consoles that really excite you, then just get both if you can.
And like we're going back to a couple questions ago, the Kinect is going to be amazing for kids.
Yeah.
And so as Amara gets older and as Piper gets older and as Hall has kids, I mean, that's the eye might not end up being as good. The PlayStation Eye might not end up being as good as Kinect. So,
it's true.
There's always that.
All right. That's a good one. Wait, Hall, did you have any comments?
Pretty much what I would echo what you guys were saying. Like, Microsoft's in a much different position. Sony has this large backlog of games, so they got PS1, PS2. Whereas Xbox, with the 360, they try to do like the Xbox originals, and that didn't really latch on. So they don't really have a reason to stream games except for maybe 360 titles. And even then, I don't think they're interested in that. So whether it gives a Sony an advantage or not, I'm not really sure about that.
It come down to Gaikai, baby. I'm telling you.
Yeah,
I think you're right.
If
man.
it works well, then yeah, possibly. So,
I mean, could you imagine having like the whole PS2 era of gaming and PS3 like at your fingertips, and you only paid like $150 to have this thing that plugs up to your television?
Yeah, I mean that'd
be pretty amazing.
Like I say, if it works great, then that's a pretty cool deal. So,
yeah, good question.
All right, Hall, you're gonna answer first next, because I always feel bad because you always bring up the rear, and it's always what you guys said.
Hey, I like answering last.
All right, well here you get the answer first on this one. At GWW Capes Crew, that's the Geeks with Wives and Capes. If you could live in the world of any video game, which would you choose?
Wow,
that's a good one.
That is a pretty good one. Probably Uncharted. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool world they built there.
It's hard to like separate out being the character, the lead character, and the world.
Yeah.
Because in my head, I'm like, ooh, Mirror's Edge, but it doesn't mean that I'd be a parkour person. Just
yeah, that's true.
She was running around on top of buildings.
Yeah.
Maybe Halo then.
Halo's pretty dope. Maybe Mass Effect, probably. Mass Effect.
Yeah. If you can live in the world of any video game, yep.
Mass Effect.
You know, I'm doing Assassin's Creed 4, being a pirate in the Caribbean.
Oh yeah,
that's
cool.
You don't have to worry about cold. You just have to worry about hurricanes and stuff.
Air bubbles.
But it'll be awesome.
There you go.
I like that question. All right, final question from our boy Chaman Bassett. With the holiday season upon us, do you or your family have any special recipes or traditions?
Oh, nice.
That's a good one. I like that.
What's yours, Router, for Thanksgiving?
Thanksgiving, it's usually well, I don't know. It's all going to be different. Typically, I just go over to my parents' house and then my brother and sister-in-law and my nephew and two nieces, like we all just kind of get together. But this year is totally different because all of Lauren's family's here and my family, so it'd be actually nice. We're all getting together, so it'll be a lot of fun. But yeah, typically we just go eat. We do your traditional Thanksgiving feast, and then we sit and watch the football games.
Yeah,
and digest
and digest food. You know what? I'm pretty normal like that too, especially for Thanksgiving. We don't have anything crazy. My family's in California, and so I don't often get out that way for Thanksgiving. But usually what our Thanksgiving looks like is we get up together, make a big breakfast, and watch the Macy's Day Parade. My mom has instilled that in me from when I was young to watch that. And I know it's kind of boring, but I actually really, really enjoy watching it with Matt Lauer and those guys.
Yeah, if not, you at least keep it in the background as filler.
Exactly.
Like,
it's not like we sit
we do
and
all
watch
the time.
it. Yeah, but like while we're making breakfast is on, and we get to watch the lip sync performances and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's always fun.
And then football and video games.
Yep. I always look for the one person that slips up in the lip syncing too. They've been pretty good the past couple of years. But
sometimes it seems like they just start the track on them. They're like, oh snap, I'm supposed to be singing my song.
Yeah.
If I had to pick, be the order in 1886.
Exactly.
That's awesome.
Paul, what about you, buddy? Thanksgiving.
We go see family typically, and I just have a tradition of making whoever we go to see make a sweet potato casserole.
Oh, that's
because I really like that. I only get to eat it once a year, so
there you go.
I'm just like, before we go, I'm like, please make a sweet potato casserole. I just do my convincing, If I had to choose a Thanksgiving thing, it'd be a sweet potato casserole.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Oh, that's
great. Oh, that was great. That was fun.
That's good. Is that it?
That's it, folks. All. That's it for questions. Thank you so much, everybody. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. That was very cool.
Yeah, happy Thanksgiving for sure. So our question to you guys, not pertaining to Thanksgiving or anything, but just about games. Is there a game? So we've kind of come to know with Final Fantasy, with Assassin's Creed, with Call of Duty. For a second there, it felt like God of War and Gears of War was going to go there. But is there any game that you think should keep going just every year? Is there a game that you love so much that you're like, you know what? If they made 15 of these Jokers, I'd be okay. Because, Final Fantasy, I think, is on 15. So let us know. Call of Duty is someplace crazy. Use hashtag answer MTTG. Let us know. We'll also post the question on the forum so you can answer there in more than 160 characters if you'd like.
And you have to sing it.
Yes, please attach sheet music
in
to
your head.
Answers.
You have to sing it. Yep.
And
in your head, sing it.
That would be awesome. It's Thanksgiving, y'all. When we come back, Thanksgiving will be over and done. I think the whole reason we're recording on Tuesday is Hall's leaving tomorrow for Ohio, right, bud?
Mm-hmm.
So he's off to there. I'm here. My mom's in California with my grandparents. And it's going to be awesome. We're going to have a good Thanksgiving. You guys stay safe out there. I know it's getting cold up north, man. We had a couple accidents on the road this last week. So you guys watch for that black ice and eat to your heart's content. Enjoy your family. Be thankful. Tell your family, tell the people around you that you're thankful for them. If we don't tell them all year, this is a good time to tell them and not sound weird because you're like, hey, it's Thanksgiving. You know, I'm not getting mushy on you or anything like that. So, you know who we are. Thank you guys again for listening. We are so thankful for you guys. I'm Gabe Pattillo. That is Timothy Hall. That is Tim the Tiger Claw Router. And we are married to the games and up out this thing. Peace!
That was great.
That might be an every week thing.